Hi guys, welcome to Just FX Pro channel, YouTube channel. All right. So if you're not yet subscribed, like I always say, go hit the subscribe button and also um hit the notification bell. So whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified that I just did. So this video is for educational purposes only. I am not giving you a financial advice. We are just going to learn about the market and how to approach it. And mostly what I do here to take to do back testing of the last week to understand the kind of strategy and the kind of um, views that we look at every week for the market to understand what makes market move, why it moves, and where would have been our best point to enter into the market to make profits. So this is just an educational video. All right. So see you guys in. Let's go. Let's dive in. So in this pair, this is volatility 25 index. This was one of the sweetest pair. And I took this pair as well. And this pair gave me a profit. This particular pair. It just hit my profit actually. I think I'll post it on my in my in my Instagram or TikTok. However, so I also have an Instagram page, Josh_FX Pro, and I also have a TikTok, Josh FX Pro. All right. So do well to follow through on these two pairs and let's make money together. Right. So let's analyze what happened last week. So last week, this was the Monday, and this was Monday of tomorrow. So I'm just bracketing it in like Monday to Monday. So last week, before market opened, we saw that market created a high. So it took out this low and created a high. So our trading range was now between this point and this point. For those who would have taken the sell, you would have probably seen an option to take a sell. But for me, I just had to avoid it because I was following some other pair. I was following, I think it's Boom 300. Yeah, I was following either Boom 300 or Boom 500. I can't remember, but I did the back test. So you could go check it out on my previous channel. I did the back test there. So let's go. So after market did this, we had our range. And remember, this is a zone. This is the zone that we are at. So market is actually at that zone. At this point, the reason why I didn't take a full blown buy, market could come do a reversal because this is a zone. Whenever market is at a zone, a resistant area, a support area, see what happened here. You're not sure market is going to go below this point. So all you had to do was to wait. Whenever market is at a zone, you got to wait to see the next move, to see what market brings next. You're not bank. You're not the banks. You're not the government that sets these policies and these rates, right? Or that push the market. So as a retail trader, what you do is you follow the market, you wait until market gives you a sign that is going to buy, then you buy with it. It gives you a sign that is going to sell, then you sell with it. So that's what happens on a zone. So most times we could have a break and retest, just like what we had here. I'll show you this. So just like what we had here, if you notice here is also a zone. Yeah, there's a zone here, right? So most times you could have a break and retest like this. Market after playing around here, market came broke, retested in that area and kept on going up. So, but most times we could also have not a break and retest, it could just be a tap, give a structure and push away from that point. So at this point, market is at a zone. We're just taking the little buys entries for the week that we can use to make money and proceed to the next one, right? So this is what we're doing here. At this point, market broke this area. We had our range and we're waiting for market to come down here before we can take a little 1:3 or 1:2. So I took a 1:3 on this pair. Let's go to 4 hours and let me break it down more. So the lowest part of that point of where market, see why I told you I wouldn't trade this because I don't know where the market is going to reverse from or thereabout. But while it was coming back down, it did some break of structure. Like it kept breaking structure, it kept trending. What I mean break of structure, I mean it kept trending downwards, kept trending. So one of the rules that we had is once market trends to that point of your entry or of your interest, point of interest or area of interest, you wait for market to do a change of character before you can look for entries to buy it, right? Which is exactly what happened here. So market came, if you had another block here, you notice how my market trended there, so you got to wait for break of structure or change of character. So if you notice, market didn't give any break change of character and it cleared out, it invalidated that other block that would have been here. So, but later market got to this point, gave you your first rejection, second rejection, and cleared off, gave a change of character here. This was the ultimate change of character that we had here. I could write it out so you see it. Maybe put it at the top. Yep. Yeah. So this was like the ultimate change of character that we had here. Still within the zone. Remember, our trading range is between here and here, right? So we're still within the trading range. Yeah. So as market cleared off this point, we had a 4 hours order block here where market came back to after this clearing. You see this next big bullish candle that came down to that point. So where I entered this market from is after I've seen all this manipulation happen here, and we had like a 4 candles rejection. You know what a 4 candle is? It's like a double bottom or a W. If I change it to a line chart, you will see what I'm talking about. You see, it's like a W, which is like a double bottom kind of chart pattern, right? So after the 4 candle closed, the last candle closed here, and that was where I had an entry. So initially I would have put my stop here, but just to be safe, my stop is just below the wick of that last candle, right? And if you look at it, this market did a full blown out 1:3. It has actually taken me out of the market, but I'm just showing you where it got to, the highest it got to. So inevitably, we could also see market come back to this area, because if you notice, this is a trend, right? And market has broken this trend. So this is like a retest of that trend or a correction of the move. So market may start here now to start driving downwards from this area of this resistance. So, but we don't know that yet. We're just going to watch it. We've taken a trade there, so we're just going to watch how the market unfolds the next week or upper week to come, right? So if you're not yet subscribed, please go ahead and drop your subscription, and also turn on the bell notification so you know when I post my next video. For now, see you in the next backtesting video. I still have more coming. So if you just keep learning, keep studying this, the more you look at it, the more you understand it, the more you know what to look out for the next week coming. This strategy can also work in Forex markets, in currency markets too. But I trade more of volatility because I try to avoid the whole aspect of news and fundamentals and all of that, right? So, but this is also good, especially when you're growing an account. This is good to grow an account. To grow from $100 to a 500 to a 1,000 to a 5,000, depending on how much focus and how much dedicated you are to the market. One thing I've learned in Forex is consistency. Stay consistent. All right, guys. See you guys in the next video. Ciao.